Alright guys, welcome back to another loadout building video. We have had requests to build a monochrome loadout in CS2 quite a bit over the last couple of weeks, and that is what I'm going to do today exactly. But first, we do have to clear up what am I going to define monochrome as, because that kind of impacts how I build the loadout. So I'm going to go for good old Google for this of what does monochrome mean. It's a photograph or picture developed or executed in black and white, or in varying tones of one color. It's already a single color. I think most often people will think black and white, maybe a little bit of silver in there, or you could do monochrome with green, but you'd be using like every sort of shade of green. I'm going for what I initially thought of it as, which is the black and white, and counting a little bit of silver in there. Are you looking for the best place to buy or sell your CS2 skins? Then check out GamerPay. GamerPay is a peer-to-peer site with one of the most balanced fee structures and allows you to play with your skins until the moment they sell.
You love to see it.
One of the big benefits of GamerPay is that they have a super low 3% sales fee. Any sales will add balance to your GamerPay wallet, and when making a purchase with your wallet, there is zero fee. You can cash out from your sales for real money to your bank account, which costs a fee of 2.5%. So whether you're looking for budget gems or some insane skins to flex with, GamerPay has you covered. Thank you to GamerPay for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to it. And just a reminder, we do have a giveaway running this week that has been provided by community member Xerox. It is a StatTrak USP Cortex, well worn, with a lovely craft on it, which he thinks is 101 that I still need to double check. To enter this, all you have to do is hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. We'll pick and announce the winner on Discord, so make sure you're there. Good luck, and let's get into it. Now, just before I show the full knife and glove combo, I have to say this is the ultimate monochrome loadout. We are going to spend a good amount on the knife and glove combo, and you can see it here. We are going to have sports gloves knocked. I've gone for them in minimal wear for $700 because we want them to be as clean as possible. And then I've gone for an M9 bayonet black laminate in factory new. I know the black laminate looks good in every phase, but to keep it simple, I went factory new $950. Now, outside of maybe going for a vanilla, where the price would jump up more, which maybe would be the ultimate, but like outside of a vanilla, I think black laminate is definitely the best choice here. And then I like the Nox because I'm very much going on that black thing with the white and the silvers kind of being accents. I will say agents were a little bit tricky. I wanted to go with something that would pair fairly well with the Nox, so I've gone with the B Squadron Officer. It is $44, quite expensive for a CT agent, but I do feel like with those more greys and brown tones rather than like the green, probably works in the best. And then on the T side, I have gone for a Sir Bloody Silent Darrell. Obviously no sleeves here, which is always nice. Sleeveless, got the tattoos, look cool. But if you just look at him, black mask, black shirt, and then like the trousers, it's probably the closest we're going to get to a monochrome agent. Not that that really exists unless we get a robot agent. Now, for the Glock on this, I have gone for the Dragon Tattoo, which is, everything here is going to be factory new where possible. Minimum wear if factory isn't possible. This is $87 for the factory new. Quite expensive, but it does look incredibly clean. The USB has a pretty easy option for this. I'm finally going to use a stainless in a video. I can't believe this was almost, it is $20 for factory new, which is kind of nuts, but there you go. Ultimate theme, it fits in perfect. And then I decided to go for the Panther Camo on the P2000. Now, obviously, this is black with the pattern, which has, I'd say, a little bit of brown in it, but this with the Nox is a perfect pairing. Now, over on the Deagle, I'm going to say we go for a conspiracy here. Now, when looking at the Desert Eagle skins, there was kind of a mix of options and nothing was perfect. But what I like about the conspiracy is that it is mostly black and those yellow accents are relatively small in the grand scheme of things. So, overall, I think this looks pretty good. And about $9 should get you a 00 factory new float. Now, on the AK, I picked a skin that I would normally avoid like the plague. It's going to be the black laminate, and why I would normally avoid this is that it's $145, which is just bloody expensive for what it is. But for this monochrome loadout, I think if we go ultimate, that's the choice. I do have an alternative, which is the AK Slate. Now, I think personally, I would rather rock the Slate. I think it looks better, and it's only $9 for factory new, so it's considerably cheaper. But for the ultimate, I think it would be the black laminate. For the more reasonable and just like cost and looks wise, I think you go Slate. A1S has a banging choice here, which is a skin that I don't show as much love to as I probably should. It is the Basilisk. This is like $11 in factory new. I think this gets overlooked a bit because it's not a clean, flashy skin, which is often what I quite like, but I think this is definitely sick. Maybe this is something I have to pick up and just rotate myself. And funny enough, the A4 has a pretty sick option too in the magnesium. Now, $2 for this in factory new. Normally I suggest minwear. It's super cheap, easy to go, but ultimate and the second $2 here. This obviously is a bit more than just the black. We've got the silver and the white with the nice lighting on it, and obviously some bits of black around it too. So overall, I think this fits in quite nicely. And then while there's definitely an argument to be made for the black now, my upper choice in the ultimate has to be the graphite. It may be $130 in factory new. I do love that texture pattern. As always, I wish there was some sort of scope detailing. I really hope that all skins moving forward in Source 2 will have design on the scope, because I feel like that is one of the most important elements. Now that's the main skins covered, and that's a lot of the heavy cost out of the way, except for maybe one or two other skins as we go through the full like 20 plus skins we have. For example, MP9 Featherweight is super cheap, super budget. It's 30 cents in factory new. We love to see it. And then even the Mac 10 Silver, for example, this is 10 cents in factory new, which is just kind of crazy for how clean this looks. I think some Spirit signature stickers from Antwerp would look nuts on this. The P250 is one of the more expensive options here because it is going to be $14 to get a cartel in factory new. But overall, I think this is another skin that looks great with the gloves and really pairs into that theme that we're going to. Personally, I normally wouldn't suggest paying $9 for the cutout, but I think for this loadout vibe, for the monochromatic sort of approach we're taking, this for $9 is probably the best option there is on the Tech 9 side. And then our only minimal wear weapon skin is going to be the famous Dark Water. This would run you about $14 at the time of planning, which was from the 2nd of September, just so you guys know where the prices are from, if you see some fluctuation if you're watching down the line. And so far, I think it's fair to say I've done a pretty good job of keeping them as black or like silver. I am going to have to go for the tuxedo for the Gale. Obviously, there's a lot of black here, but it's kind of like 50-50 with the white and the black. It was really the only option, but it is just over $1 in factory new and super clean. So you know what? I don't think we can have too many complaints. Another one that I struggle to say I would even consider paying this, but 5.7 anodized gunmetal is $9.50 for the factory new. Obviously, it is better than the default. How much better? Is it $9 better? I don't personally think so, but we have to get a skin in. It has to be for the ultimate monochrome loadout, so this is what it's going to be. Meanwhile, the Julius have a good example of what price these sort of skins should be, because this is 20 cents for the Elite 1.6s in factory new. I would like to just sort of gloss over the SG here, because the only real option I was able to find was the Damascus Steel, which I think looks pretty ass in the SG, but at least it's only $1.30 and does kind of pair with the gloves. I mean, it's hitting the theme, so that's the main thing. Another kind of expensive pick is a $25 wings pick for the AUG in factory new. Now, I'm going to be honest, this doesn't really do it for me, but I mean, I went through, I don't think any other AUG really hit that monochromatic mark for me. So maybe for the AUG, you sack this off, you buy a skin for between $2 and $5 that you like, and you just wait for hopefully a better monochrome option to come out in the future. It's kind of tough on the AUG side. Now, based on it purely on the site previews, I went for the Scumbria for the XM, and I think I'm pretty happy that I did, because overall, this sort of like white silvery base with what I'd say is not like black, but definitely a dark color, sort of melting down the skin artwork, for $1 is pretty damn good. The MP7 got the assignment because we have the armor core, which is pretty much bang on exactly what we want for a loadout like this, and it's only 30 cents. And then finally, as always, we're going to have the Scout, and I went for the carbon fiber here. This is $4 and looks pretty damn good. I think carbon fiber skins in general would be good here, so if you're going for a UMP or any other weapon category that has a carbon fiber, obviously I would say that's probably going to be your best pick. Now, the total cost of this loadout is just over $2,200. The combo itself is $1,650. So there's a couple of things to note. You could take the gloves all the way down to Battle Scarred if you really wanted to and save a few $100s. Even if you'll test it a little clean, Battle Scarred will just start to get knuckle wear, but because they're all black, it still holds up pretty well. And then for the black laminate, obviously you can trim that all the way down to under $200 for like a gut knife black laminate. So you could really take a solid like $800 plus off the total cost here if you wanted to. But hopefully that has ticked the box for those that had been requesting a monochrome loadout. I feel like these sort of themes always have that issue with like CS where, okay, you may have a lack of options or skins at some point. But overall, I like to think we've done a pretty good job here. Just a reminder, check out today's sponsor, GamerPay. Best place to go and buy and sell your CS2 skins. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to the YouTube members for always supporting the content. It's greatly appreciated. We'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.